didn't have anything to put on.
Did you get wet again?
I did. Really cold too. I thought tonight the first half was as good defensively as any team I've coached has played. In the passing lanes, disruptive, turning defense into offense. The job we did on the defensive glass for us, limiting them to one offensive rebound the first half, led to really good offense and us being able to make shots and play in a rhythm that was very, very good. Obviously, you force a team like Michigan State into 17 turnovers, you're going to feel good. And I like that. I thought the second half was a half where there was not a lot of rhythm. We couldn't get anything established offensively. And even though we missed a few layups, it was frustrating. But about 3.5 to go, I think there was a media timeout, and I told our guys in the locker room, this is why you came here, to be in these games, in these situations, down the stretch, and this is when we're going to become this is going to be a defining moment, and this is when we're going to establish what we're about. And prior to that, the biggest play of the game I thought was Andres Feliz. 1 second on the clock, Io gives him a great pass for an and one, down 3, and then Io obviously hits the 2 shots, and then we executed very, very well down the stretch defensively. So, all in all, I'm elated. I'm so happy for the guys in the locker room, and it's been something that we keep growing, we keep getting better, we keep working, and that's those young men are to be commended for. Questions?
Brad, after Io's 2 big shots, you wanted to run some clock. They never got anything really to execute it at the end of it. How hard is it when you're spreading out time to get back in the flow?
Well, I think the one thing that was, Io hit the 2 shots, and we were switching everything late. And then offensively, it's hard to get in any type of rhythm when you know they're going to foul you. And it's more about your press breaker and getting open. Trent stepped up and made his free throws. They fouled Georgie. Georgie broke really hard to get open, and he made 1 and 2. So we kept it at 3, and then we kept it at 2 possessions. And then obviously Aaron Jordan made a huge block. On a really hard closeout, and that was something that helped seal it.
Jeremy?
Brett, this felt like your kind of team. Felt like defense, offensively, your system seemed to move a bit. Is there such a thing as turning a corner? Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I do. There's no doubt. But I think the one thing that now's not the time to reflect on that. It's 1 of 20. And yet it is more than that to us. And I think that it proves that we can beat the country's best. And you look at their statistical numbers, they're right there. They're the best in a lot of categories. And defensively, and that was we were good. We were really, really good the first half. And then offensively, we played with pace and we spread it around. And we'll reflect on that maybe at the end of the year, maybe 3 years or 5 years, and say this moment, this was the one.
Coach, with under 2 minutes left and Niles coming off hitting that game-tying 3, he pulls the ball out, and what's just going through your head at that time when you kind of realize that he's going to be the one to take this shot?
Well, the objective there was to go at Cassius. Cassius had 4 fouls. He's their best weapon. We ran a little action we call pistol, which is just a guard-on-guard screen, and he was guarding Trent. And so we had Trent set the up screen. They went under it. He hit the first one, and then the second one was the same type of action to create that switch. So it wasn't the play as much as it was creating the matchup that we needed to get to.